Hey everybody, how's it going? Um, I was just watching. Um, well, let's give it a few minutes to see if anybody shows up. I was just watching on Nature Boy's channel, and he is going to be back later because there is someone or something that is coming. And I'm thinking that it could be Velvet. He said it's a surprise. Nobody's going to believe it. And when people mentioned off a whole lot of names, he was like, oh, you guys think it's Velvet. And then he didn't say anything, but then they started naming off a whole lot of other names like Seven, everybody. He kept saying no, 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 no. And then somebody said Velvet. And then he's like, okay, you guys, the name is in the comment. He said, I just saw the name in the comments. He said, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. So I'm thinking Velvet is coming back. I could be wrong. As soon as he goes live and he announces who's coming, I'm going to be on top of it. But I think it's Velvet. I think it's Velvet. But I could be wrong. But I'm thinking Velvet's coming back. And Velvet has not been online lately. And that also could explain why he got rid of some of the wives, why some of the wives are back with their husbands. If you guys come into the stream, if you guys could say hi to me, say hi and let me know you're here and give me a like. Lisa, did you see his video? He said, I'm telling you, I have a feeling. I think it's going to be her. I don't know. Hey, Shorty Redline, how are you? So who else could it be? I mean, they named off a whole lot of names. No, I think that they named her name. They named her name, and he said, no, it's not her. I hope not, Lisa, but I have a feeling it could be. It could be. We're going to find out soon enough because he's saying it's not any of the other ones. You guys don't think it's her? I would hope that she wouldn't go back there, but I have a sick feeling. Shoot, what is that? Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not. But we are going to find out soon. We're going to find out soon who that package is that's coming. They named off everybody. He said, nope, it's not this one. Nope, it's not that one. Nope, it's not this one. Nope, it's not that one. Oh, you guys think it's Velvet coming back? Well, you guys did put her name in the chat. He said, but I'm not going to tell you until it's here. I really hope she doesn't go back. I really hope she doesn't go back there. Let's see. It's the twins. What twins? ICF says it's the twins. He didn't let us know anybody or who it could be. He kind of just gave out hints. He gave out hints of who it could be. I hope she don't go back. But I haven't seen her online. And the way Velvet's been talking about him, you would think that it wouldn't be her. But we will see. Yeah, Kayla. Kayla says she did too much talking and will definitely look like a fool. No, Lisa, we don't. It's not that we want her to go back there. I hope it's not her. I really do. But it's somebody. Let's hope it's not. Well, I don't know. You guys, okay, the twins. I don't even know who the twins are. Hi, hello, Big. Let's hope not. I hope I even if it's Star, I hope it's not Star. But there's a reason he got rid of all those wives. So we just have to wait and find out. I think her name was mentioned and he said no. He said no to Seven, no to Maisha. There's a whole lot of names he went through. He said no to everybody except for Velvet. The only one that he would not say no to was Velvet, unless he's trying to just play mind games with us again. You never know. But I'm wanting to find out. I can't wait to find out who it's going to be. Also, let's see. There was a video and it doesn't have a sound. So I'm going to play, and I guess I don't know what happened, but Jax and let's see. Nobody wants Velvet to go back. I don't want Velvet to go back. I hope it's not her that's going to go back. I don't know. He just said that we're going to be shocked. I don't know. Let's see. All right. Hang on just a second. How's everybody doing? I haven't been on here live with you for a while. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play this, but there's no sound. So yeah, I don't even know what's going on there. I mean, was there some like build up tension or something? And just like with the girls, he's making them fight, or but at least with them, he's giving them boxing gloves. He didn't even do that for the girls. So yeah, that's right. It's plain. Somebody's going back. I don't know. Space says, doesn't he have a new lady coming? Coming? I don't think it's a man. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Story Redline said it was. He said that it was somebody that was there before. Well, it was. Lisa says, just find another name to use as far as going back to carbonation. Stop always letting Velvet be the first thing to pop up. She's not going back. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. No, he said that it wasn't Visa. Um, he did say he did rule that one out too. Visa. Yeah, we're gonna wait a few hours. I'm gonna screen record it, and we're gonna find out. Exactly, Lisa. So that's why I'm hoping that it's not her. I'm hoping it's not, because Splain said, remember when Solar got decked by Caliber because Nature Boy told him to? Does anybody know why they're even boxing? Let's hope not. No, Kayla, the girls aren't. But I'm talking about when Velvet and Malia did. They didn't even get boxing gloves. Like, he's letting these guys use boxing gloves. And you know that place that they're in, that is such a small, cramped up space for all those people. I mean, how many people? And we don't even know who all is upstairs. Downstairs, though, is a lot of is some of them, but we don't even know who's all upstairs, who's staying in the upstairs department, or And did you guys see where Nature Boy had Jax put in the corner? A grown man having him put in the corner. Like he's some 5-year-old that needs to be disciplined. I mean, you have to be kidding me. As Sasha forgot, he said the person coming, somebody said in the comments, some of the comments included Velvet, Raw, Tori, Joy, and Seven. Yes, but he eliminated all of those people except for Velvet. He said, nope, it's not Raw. No, it's not Joy. No, it's not Seven. And then when Velvet's name was in there, I could tell he was looking at that name, and he said, the name is in the comments. He said, I'm not going to say who it is. But he went through a whole lot of people's names that was there before, and he eliminated them. but he didn't say no to Velvet's name. He just said, oh, you guys think it's Velvet? Yeah, how long did he make Malia stay in there for? It's the twins, one of them or both. I don't even, was there twins there? That must have been before my time. Who are the twins? Because this is going to be keeping all of us on the edge of our seats until later. What makes you think it's the twins, or one of them, or both of them? Oh, didn't he eliminate her though? Didn't he say no, it's not her? Yeah, he did say no to Visa. I can't remember the names. Yeah, he definitely said no to Visa. Yeah, and it has to be somebody we know. Oh, is she wanting to go back again? Let's hope she doesn't go back. I hope Natiri doesn't go back either. I hope none of them goes back. But this is crazy. How could he let Natiri come back knowing that he's putting Solar and Zoka back together? And then he's letting Natiri come back for the drama? Or, I mean, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. And I didn't even know she wanted to go back. The last time she was on there, she was even, I mean, she was saying that she cared about Solar, but she was pretty adamant about not wanting to go back. And it's because she doesn't want anything to do with Nature Boy. She just wants to only be with Solar, and Nature Boy didn't want that. Natiri says she fights herself not to go back as if she has a choice, so I believe it's her. Oh, goodness. Let's hope not. First of all, Velvet knows that all of the girls there hate her. Exactly. So let's hope it's not her. And they would never respect her ever again. And Nature Boy would never respect her again. That's why I know Velvet knows better. I think they've been talking, though. I think they've been talking. Because he even made a statement not long ago saying that Velvet is welcome back. And then he made a statement about his daughter today, about how he's going to raise her. So that got me thinking too. And then when he said he's got a package coming and he didn't eliminate Velvet right away, because he should have at least eliminated her. That's got me. I'm not eliminating her. Too many coincidences there for me, and I could be wrong, but I just have a feeling that I'm not wrong. Yeah, and if she does go back and she is the one, I don't think she'll make it back out of there. I really don't, and she has got to know that. So why she would go back there? I'm going to try to hold on to what Lisa's saying, and I really hope that it's not her, because she's one I just don't believe that will make it out of there. Now, if it's the other one like Solar, Natiri, she can get out of there. I mean, there ain't no hard feelings or anything, so she can leave anytime. Someone like Velvet, there's too much water under the bridge. Only Tasha thinks that they've been talking too. And it's weird how he was talking about how he's going to raise his daughter, like to be, you know, he was saying something, and I might have recorded that too. If I recorded that, I'll put it up when I get off of here. But he was talking how women, because I was sitting there thinking when I was screen recording all this, I was like, because I remembered thinking this guy's crazy. Like, he's talking about how women don't want to be men or treated like men, and something. But then I was thinking, why doesn't he let the men be men? Why is he trying to demasculate the men and trying to force the women to be women? You know, it's like, if that means so much to him that women be women, then why doesn't it mean just as much to him that men are not demasculated? Like, he puts them in the corner. They have to kneel when they're talking. They have to stand at attention when they're before him. And it's disgusting. Oh, and then when he was saying that, he was like, now I'm going to raise my daughter different. And that's what he was saying. That's when he brought up his daughter and how he's going to raise his daughter. And then I thought, and I got suspicious then. But then when he started saying how he has a package coming and he went through all kinds of names and said, nope, it's not this one, or this one. But then he wouldn't eliminate Velvet right away. It has me questioning, you know, could it be her? But I pray it's not. I really do. I hope it's, which it has to be one of them. It has to be somebody that's been there before. But I just hope it's not somebody like Malia doesn't have a chance, you know. We've already got one there that's not looking good for. We don't need another one there like that. Sat 12 says, Sasha for God. Note, there is a video from yesterday with Nature Boy in a red tank top. He said, somebody said in its comment there too, there might have been less comments there, but I couldn't see. Lisa says, this is why I said I don't feel sorry for any of them, male or female. They're all idols to listen to this, idiots, sorry, to listen to this man. They all deserve whatever happens to them. Yeah. I feel like that sometimes too, and then sometimes I feel sorry for him. It's like I don't know how to feel sometimes. It's just it's really overwhelming. Lisa also says all those guys are idiots as well as the females. They get no sympathy or empathy from me. Yeah. He just wanted to put y'all on the edge of your seats, just like people are, but it's definitely not Velvet, period. And I put my life on it. Do you know Velvet? Sometimes I get the feeling like you know her. But the thing is, I hope it's not her. Don't bet your life on it, though, because we don't know unless you know Velvet. I hope it's not her. I really do. Higher Thinking says Velvet isn't going back. She knows that her life is in danger with him. I hope she realizes that. I really do. Because we all know that. We all know that. But I hope that he didn't feed her some kind of false hope. And I don't know. If it's her, I'm going to be very afraid for her. Very afraid for her. Yeah. Higher thinking says Malia is no longer a victim but a volunteer. Yeah. She chose to risk her life for abuse, shifted organs and all. Yeah. If a doctor told me something like that, I would be so scared. I would be so scared. Uh, Only Tasha says Velvet already tried going back twice. Yeah, and hopefully she doesn't go back. It's not 7. It is not 7. And I can't remember what he said about Raw or Honor, if he mentioned them. If he did say their name, then they're on the list of the people that's not coming back. But I definitely remember him saying 7 that's not. Ooh, Honor? Okay. At Sat 12, I saw a video yesterday saying Honor was definitely going back. Well, I mean, it could be. It could be. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like the whole vibe with him was like really, like it was really weird. Like when I was watching that. Um, okay, Lisa says he's not going back, or she's not going back. Going back. Yeah, I'm gonna. I will share my link if you want to come up. I can share my link. Let's see. I'm not going to be on here too much longer because I want to keep an eye out. I want to keep an eye out for that so I can screen record that for you. Okay. There's. I hope I'm wrong, Lisa. I hope I'm wrong. That's not one of those circumstances I want to be right. Okay. Hello?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm very late to your live, and I just have like a little couple questions for you per se.
Okay.
Okay, based on what I've been seeing about your lives and how you've been operating, I just have a little question concerning your commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, sometimes when you judge the girls, you came across as condescending to me. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
live chat can disagree, whatever they want. But to me, you came across as condescending because to me, you fell in the same victim pool the girls at Condemnation did when it came to Ryan D.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, you gave yourself a way out as far as saying that he confused you, he lied to you, he misled you. You gave yourself a lot of excuses. The same thing that could be said for the girls in combination. But
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, when it came to you, all of a sudden it was that. But when you were talking about the girls' combination, and being that you are a white woman and you're commentating on black women, I have like an issue with that. So I'm gonna ask you, how did you come to that to the notion that Ryan D misled you, but Nature Boy didn't mislead those women over there?
Okay. I think that sometimes when I'm doing commentary, it might sound like I'm saying that, when I'm trying to explain my reasoning behind my thoughts and,
Yeah,
and, and my
that's my.
opinions.
Yeah, I'm glad you stated it like that. So your reason behind your thought was, I can give specific examples if you want,
Hmm.
But what I'm saying is basically whatever excuse you have for your relationship with Ryan D after he
Okay, there
he
was no relationship between me and Ryan D.
Well, y'all had
And
relations. When I say relations, I'm not talking about sexual. I'm talking about you had text messages offline. You had a relationship offline. So therefore, I say you had a relationship because it wasn't only on YouTube. You had personal messages that you basically exposed. If he exposed anything, I don't know. But I'm just saying on your end, this is things that you said out your mouth. Well, I thought you was this way, but now whatever he did to you that got you upset, now you were saying,
he
okay,
didn't
I'm
do
gonna.
any. Okay, he didn't do anything to upset me. The what it was the reason why I chose to end um, any working relationship with him was because that's where it was my own feelings. Something wasn't right there, so I decided to stop that.
Yeah, but my thing is, when you decided to stop, it happened after he did something to you personally.
No,
But
he
he
didn't do
has been
anything to me
doing.
personally. And I said that on my live whenever I came on to say that that there was not, I have no bad feelings towards him. I had no bad feelings. It was a feeling I had, a feeling that I had that I wanted to end that. If you, you have to go back and watch the video. I mean,
Ma'am, I
you
did,
obviously
ma'am,
didn't
I
watch
did,
it.
ma'am, I did watch the video, and to me, you're like you're answering questions in a nature boy kind of way. I don't know if he jumped into your spirit or whatever, but what you're doing is you're going in circles around the question. What I stated to you was self-explanatory, and if you don't understand my question at any point, please just point that out, and I will gladly correct it. But I'm gonna try to break it down.
Okay. So I muted you so that I could have a chance to talk because you're. I can't answer like if you're asking me 100,000 questions, I can't answer every. I can't remember to answer every single question. So what I will say is that Ryan D. There was nothing he personally did to me that made me want to stop working with him. Okay, and the thing is that in my something had I had done a lot of thinking and I had decided to not work with him anymore or have him back on my live anymore. I did a video explaining the reasons why I made that decision. You obviously didn't watch that video. You obviously didn't watch it. Now, as far as you having some kind of feelings because I'm a white woman and I'm reporting on these guys, that makes no sense. I mean, how can you even bring race into something? There's other reporters out there. There's other people out there that talk about people like the Kardashians. Everybody reports on them. Why is it that, only white people can report on them but black people can't? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So you can't come to me and say, oh, you can't report on them because you're a white woman. And to me, race it doesn't have anything to do with this. This is human beings. So okay, you're going in timeout. Oh, and then so as far as having Nature Boy's spirit, because I couldn't even understand why she said that, but that just doesn't make sense to me at all. So I'm not even going to address that. Okay. Lisa says that is just his fantasy of raising his daughter. It's definitely not a reality. Oh, come on, wake up now, people. Y'all believe everything that your boy says. Yeah, Tasha. Race has nothing to do with that. I mean, when I give my commentary, whatever happened between the reason why me not wanting Ryan on my panel anymore, and everybody, I think a lot of us believed that Ryan was going to take down Nature Boy. That doesn't mean that he had us brainwashed. I never said that he had us brainwashed. I'm just saying I think that a lot of us really believed that maybe that was going to happen, and it ended up not happening. So and in fact, that the one that just uppity, she sounds a whole lot like Black Widow. Okay? And that's probably who it is. And that's all I'm going to say. And as far as me giving my commentary, everybody does that. I mean, I'm not supposed to do it because I'm white. I mean, why don't you come back up here, uppity, or Black Widow, and tell these people things that you've been saying to me in my emails and messages you've been leaving in my okay, there you are. Okay.
Okay, I don't know who Black Widow is, but you're not gonna put that on me. Okay, I'm not Black Widow. I don't know who that is.
You sound like her.
I don't care. All Black people look alike, sound alike to white people.
No, you sound like her.
Well, I don't know who that is, and I don't know how you can.
I thought you just said you did know who she was.
I did. I never said that. When
you just said, I know who she is. But
okay, rewind it. You got.
Did you not say that?
Rewind the video, and what I said.
You are not going to come up on my panel and disrespect me and
you're not going to come in racist and disrespect Black women.
You're racist.
Go clean up them cave.
Have a good day. You're not going to come up on my panel and disrespect me. Period. Like it or not. Your name is Uppity. That's all I need to know. Yeah, I mean, I know who she is. Ricky says, leave the race thing out of it. Yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do at all with human beings, you know? These are human beings. These are lives. It has nothing to do with all that. Exactly. I mean, if you don't like what I'm saying, I mean, there's people out there I don't like, YouTubers. If I don't like them, I just don't watch them. You know, you don't have to watch somebody that you don't like. And if you don't like somebody because they're white, then you don't have to watch me. Period. Nobody's forcing you to watch me. I appreciate people watching me, though. Okay. I'm going to block you because you're just gonna. I'm gonna block her, but then she's just gonna come back under another name. That's what that's what she does. And if you guys seen some of the emails she has sent me, it's pretty bad. To the point where she told me to go kill myself. It got so bad that I was ready to go to the police. It was that bad. And I'm not a snitch, but it got that bad. About Nothing says, this is about helping. My goodness, why can't other races help other races? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't, in the eyes of God, we're all humans. We're human. If she only focused on white cult, she'd still have something to say. Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. I think it's boiling down to where I'm gonna have to go to the police because I can't take no more of her. I can't. I mean, and it all started because I would not let her come on my panel and lie. She didn't have receipts to prove anything that she was saying. I mean, if you guys saw the emails, it's pretty bad. I bet y'all didn't have a problem getting that stimulus help from the white man, but you don't need help when it comes to this. Hey, Ashley. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, that girl that was on here, that was Black Widow. And I had been dealing with weeks and weeks of harassment, bullying, online bullying. It's gotten really bad. Okay, I got my link there. Whoever wants to come up. Can you guys see it? Oh, there. Oh no. All right, so I just blocked her, but somehow she found a way to come back in. Okay. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, love, how are you?
Well, I'm pretty upset right now.
Okay, what happened, hon? I just was able to come on. What happened? Someone's harassing you?
Yes. Like, okay. It started, I would say, I don't know. Let me look in the, well, in the email, she was like telling me how she wants to expose somebody and how she wants to expose somebody, and she didn't have any receipts. Okay. And then the person that she was wanting to expose ended up calling me and was letting me hear like videos of her and audio of her. And she was like doing some kind of voodoo like stuff. And I was like, oh
Whoa.
gosh. I was like,
Yeah, you're for God. Your name says Sasha for God. So clearly you don't want to have any contact with someone that's working with such a dark force like that unless you were trying to
exactly.
help them
And
change.
especially if she's just coming on to lie about somebody. And so,
Exactly.
and I heard that and I said, oh gosh, I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have her. I'm not going to have her on. And ever since then, she has been emailing me racist comments, telling me that I'm not going to repeat it all. I'm not going to repeat it all, but it's
You,
been pretty bad. It's been
so
bad.
what
And I
makes
try
you
to
a
ignore it.
racist?
Huh?
What makes you a racist? Why does she feel
Oh
you're a
no,
racist?
she's saying racist comments to me
Oh, it's a
about being
he.
white. No, it's a she. She has been emailing me things because she doesn't like white people, she said.
Oh, she says. Oh, okay.
She
So
don't
let.
like, so she's been saying racist things to me. She's been saying, go kill yourself.
Oh, she's been talking about. Okay, for one,
Yeah,
why would she even come at you like that? Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
because
Everybody
I
knows
wouldn't let
your
her on the
panel.
panel.
Everybody knows your panel is to uplift and expose the dark things in our community as a whole, not a white, not a black, as a overall.
Mm-hmm.
What I loved about your channel was you spoke a different variety of different things. And the number one thing that's plaguing the most right now is the carbonation situation. And I appreciate the fact that you stay on it, keeping up updated on everything that's going on. And I hope you continue to do that as well until this cult leader is being brought down. But how
Yeah.
dare she come to you and say all these bad things, especially to someone that constantly promotes God on a regular? You have
Because she's
nothing.
not she doesn't believe it. I'm telling you, you should hear the voodoo chant she was doing. It was bad. It
Oh
was
my
bad.
gosh. Did you rebuke it? Like that energy?
No, because it wasn't sent to me. It was sent to the person that she was trying to expose. And then when I found out that this girl was just wanted to come on and lie about that person, then I said no, nope. Mm-mm.
See, and this what people don't realize. As a channel holder, you're happy to get information, but at the same time, you're gonna check your stuff
Right.
to
I
make
want
sure
my
your
receipt.
information adds up instead of just going online risking what you've worked for to expose something that eventually will be a slap in your face. Your channel isn't
Right.
about just exposing people like that. Your channel is exposing the wicked.
Right. And just like when Ryan D's sister contacted
Mhm.
me, I wouldn't even have, after asking her a few questions, and then after seeing how defensive she was getting about her father,
Mhm.
she didn't want nothing. And I was fine with that because if you can't come to me with receipts and you can't be honest, I don't want nothing to do with it
Right.
at
And
all.
at the same time, I respect the fact with you, Sasha, just like, I thought with the Ryan D situation, he was going to take down this cult leader. We wanted to back him up and let him know we appreciated that. However, when things didn't add up, you had no problem saying what you felt about that situation and correcting things. That's what made me respect you even more. You didn't continue to say, okay, well, I'm going to ride in this direction. No, if you're going to say something and expose someone, you're going to make sure the information is valid. That don't mean you don't believe them.
Mhm.
However, when you're talking to me, there's no need for you to get offensive if I'm asking you simple questions.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why his sister would have went in that direction if you're just asking her something minor. So that
Yeah.
was a good thing you just left that whole situation alone.
Yeah. Well, I even asked her for receipts saying, when she told me that, because she came to me the day before she went to World News, and she came to me and was telling me all kinds of stuff. And I even have the messages to prove it. And then when she came to the part where she was telling me that he did that to her son, I said, well, and then she had a restraining order. And I said, well, do you have a copy of the restraining order? Anything that I asked for, she, that's a whole nother story in itself. But by the same time that I was thinking that stuff about him, I was thinking that about her. And I'm
Right.
thinking, no, something's wrong with you too. Something is wrong. So I'm not even going to go there.
And that's the thing. You don't, when you working for God like you are, you're not thirsty for information like that to expose. You want
No.
to put out your own content and give your point of view the way you see things. And I respect that more than someone
Right.
right away. Oh, well, this is his sister or his cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to speak to him and put them on there just to get information. And more than likely, 9 times out of 10, that person is probably not credible.
Exactly. And I know she wasn't, because she's the leader of that church now. So that leads me to know that she's a cult leader. So, and I firmly believe that his father was a cult leader. There's experts that come out and have confirmed that. So I'm going to believe that. And so if she's taken over her father's church, how better is she? And
Exactly.
that's what I'm thinking. That's why I was very iffy about her, because I was thinking, how is she any better than Nature Boy? You know,
Right. And
she's
that's
no
what people
better.
won't tell you. They'll have a church or something like that, and behind closed doors, that could be a
Hmm.
secret cult. And you don't
Right.
know you're signing up for that. Just like with the Nature Boy situation, I guarantee you half of those people thought, wow, this man is so pure. He's into nature. He wants us to eat healthy and do right. A lot of people came over there, were sick, and they probably thought they could cure themselves naturally with the hopes of Nature Boy helping them out. And
Yeah.
so, unfortunately, Sasha, that's where everything got sidetracked. And once they got in there, they realized they was in too deep.
Mm-hmm. And you know, the thing is too, you know, I do get a lot of emails, you know, for people wanting to expose this or expose that. And then I'll be like, well, you know, I'm not into exposing people. If people are, especially with the Ryan and his sister thing, to me, that was between family. I don't want nothing to do with that at all anyway. But
And that's your channel. And
if trying to come to me and say, okay, I have information, and that this person is like has, you know, tried to proposition me sexually, then I might be interested in something like that, because I'm thinking, if you're going after somebody supposedly for doing that to women, but then you're out here doing it to other women, yeah, I'm interested in that. But then if I find out that you don't have any receipts, I don't want you on my up here. I don't want to talk about that, because I'm not going to put it out there, something that's not true about somebody, you know, just because you say it is, it doesn't make it so. And that's what the girl got mad about. And it's just too bad. You know, I'm not going to have her, you know, if she had real proof that somebody, you know, this person was doing this to her, I would have been more than happy to open up my platform for her. And you know, but because I didn't.
And I'm glad you're that way, Sasha. I wish a lot more people were pure at heart like you.
Yeah, I'm not just going to let her come up here and spew all kinds of hate. And then after I heard that recording and a whole bunch of other stuff from her, then I was like, thank God I didn't have her up here. Because it was bad. And then after I decided that, I have been nonstop bullied and harassed since then.
That is great.
Nonstop from her.
And just keep doing that. And eventually, if you have to get a restraining order, get one. If not, continue to go forward.
It's crazy.
Thank you. Respect my mind. I appreciate. I could not agree with you. Thank you.
I saw your show today.
Oh, yay. Listen, I had to type down. Thank you. I was so nervous.
You did good.
I typed down your name. My son corrected me. I said, Sasha, for God. And he's like, no, Mom. So down below, I typed it over again. The exact name, because I want them to check out your channel as well.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you for all you've done.
I was gonna say hi, but I thought, no, I'll leave her alone, let her do her thing.
Because today, since I was so nervous, I'm like, I'm not gonna read the comments. I'm gonna just do the video, which I told you I didn't want anything based on. I don't want anything, just my channel based off of celebrities and the demonic side about it. Like, we know about it, so let's go forward and spread positivity, and let's talk about things that impact and affect our community. And then if something comes up about a celebrity, I'll do my opinion on it. Like later on today, I'm gonna do something probably at like 7:30 or 7:40, showing parents exposing kids on YouTube, you know, bad parenting, things like that. So thank you, honey. I appreciate you.
So can you I'm gonna write it down here so everybody can go follow you and subscribe. Ashley D. And it's still the same thing, right? Because I'm already subscribed. So when I see a video, I just go click on it. Ashley D, right?
Yeah, Ashley D. And if you type the DMX, it'll pull up faster. I think I'm gonna have to change my last name, my name, to make it stand out a little more, because I didn't realize there was a lot of Ashley D's.
Ashley DMX.
Yep, Ashley D DMX. Because that was the video that everyone watched the most on it. Yep, there it goes.
Okay.
Okay, let's get back to your video. What we watching, Sasha?
It's about over now. I got to get off here so I can keep an eye on Nature Boy.
Okay, go ahead.
Somebody's coming back today.
Yeah, right.
Somebody's
You think
coming
it's
back
Velvet?
today. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not.
My
Oh, we
sister,
have Lisa. Lisa, are you still there?
I'm here. Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my
sorry.
God. I'm going to do this really quick here. Hi,
Okay.
everybody.
Hi.
Okay. Is there any certain part you want me to start at, or you want me to just kick on in here?
Oh, you go ahead. You go ahead, right on ahead. Now,
Okay.
Lisa is one. She does not think it's velvet.
That's
She just.
right. I do not think it's velvet. I know it's not velvet.
Who do you think it is? Are you there? Oh, wait a minute. I got you. Okay. I'm sorry, Lisa. Who do you think it is?
I don't have a clue who I think it could be, but I just know for a fact that it's not velvet.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'm saying I know for a fact that it's not velvet is not because I know velvet. I don't know velvet. I
Okay.
don't. What I know about velvet is I know that she left a couple times and she returned.
Yeah.
Okay. I also watch all of her videos, pretty much the majority. I have seen just about all of them. And I know for a fact that she has learned her lesson and she will not return. She has been through hell and back. I do know that. She's extremely smart. She is highly intelligent for
Hmm.
her age. Thinks, she thinks better than I do. And I'm 55 years old. Okay. I've listened to her very well. She also knows, and she has said out of her own mouth, that she knows that she wouldn't get any respect from any of those women there. Girls, I'm going to say girls because that's what they are to me. She
Yeah.
knows that they would completely mistreat her if she was to come back there. And she also knows that Nature Boy would beat her ass as well.
Oh, he
And
would.
she would, and why would she walk right into the lion's den? She did it twice already, we know. I mean, there were a little gap in between each time, but she's learned her lesson, and I truly believe she's learned her lesson. And if let's just say it was Velvet to return there, she would blow my whole mind back, but I have just that much faith in her. She would blow my whole mind back. And I would feel the same way about Velvet at that point in time if she was to return, the same way that I feel about Malia and Efru and the rest of the idiots that are there. Because they are all grown, even though they're very young, they're all grown. None of them are being held hostage. They all can walk away if they choose to. They want to be there. Besides all of the degrading and humiliation and all of the things that this man has done to them in front of, I'm saying not just us who don't know them at all, but those people's family members and friends back home, they want to say Babylon, I'll say the real world, in the real world are watching them as well. For them to let their nature boy sit there and degrade and humiliate them like that in front of their family and friends, oh my God, it hurt me to the core to see Ephraim and Malia and them let this man treat them like this. And they sat there and he turns right around and says, now say it, bitch. Say it, you whore. And they say just exactly, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I mean, some of them girls admitted that they were prostitutes before they even knew Nature Boy. So they already was living a rough life. And
Yeah.
then they come there, and then people want to say that they're brainwashed and they're weak. I'm not going to go for that. I mean, to each his own. If that's what people want to say, you have the right to your opinion. But I don't believe in brainwashed. I don't believe in weak. But I do believe in naive and I do believe in stupidity. And that is straight up them just being stupid. And I feel like, I really feel like Ephraim, for a fact, and Malia are an exact both. I feel like they both really, really do want to go home,
Yeah.
but the reason they both in the same exact boat, except for Malia's got the child. That's the difference. They just they have left their families and made such fools of themselves by walking away the way they did and allowing them Nature Boy to treat them like dirt in front of their family and everything. And they have dropped from the lowest of the low in front of the world that they are too embarrassed to show their faces back up their houses. So that's the reason they won't go. They feel like I'd rather just stay here and be degraded and drink this man's bodily fluids and do whatever he wants me to do. And before I go home and face my family, when they really should just go home and face their family and try to start all over again, you know. But they would rather sit there and deal with that monster. Do you know he could never, ever, ever talk to me like that? On no level. Even if I would have been as young as them, that man couldn't have said nothing to make me follow him across the globe. And you talk to me like that, I would have been in prison. I would have killed him. Do you understand? I
Yeah.
would have killed him. There is no way. And then you sit there and you talk about my mother, my grandmother, and them. I met them white bitches. I met the white boys, and you're the this and that. He's telling y'all how he really feels about y'all. He's told everybody before they come there. I don't like women. I just use you guys for this, that, and the other. Y'all hear all this and you still come there or you still stay there. I have no sympathy for these people. My daughter wouldn't have went for that. At her at age 19, 20, 25. She would have knew that man was crazy from the gate.
Mm-hmm.
These these people, I can't have sympathy and empathy for them. I cannot. And I like Velvet because Velvet finally decided to walk away and stay gone. And I knew she was too smart to be there. And I knew at some point in time she was going to wake up for sure. And she did. But I knew that Malia and them is going to take them to get beat black and blue or damn near killed before they're going to leave. And
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen with them. And then for these guys, yo, these guys are drinking this
Oh
man's semen
my.
and down to him. You guys are bowing down here, but you're just as bad as them. What is wrong with y'all? No sympathy, no empathy. I wish I could come over there and stand in front of all of them. Oh,
Me
oh my
too.
God.
Me too.
I would me. They wouldn't let me
Well,
walk away. They would kill me after I
yeah.
got finished saying
Well,
what I had
to be honest, excuse me, my
to
opinion
say.
on Velvet, to be honest, it changes like the weather. Like, I don't trust
Uh-huh,
Velvet either. I do believe
uh-huh,
Velvet is a victim, of
uh-huh,
course. But at the same time, I feel like Velvet was an aggressor at one point in time. Just like the person
uh-huh,
that becomes bullied, they become the bully. And
uh-huh,
Velvet, to me, she's done way too much stuff. And allegedly, she's supposed to be pregnant. We don't know how true that is. But
uh-huh,
Velvet, to me, lost that mind control that she was under so bad with Nature Boy. So
uh-huh,
I respect the fact that she left. However, I
uh-huh,
don't respect Velvet to a higher level is because I know Velvet knows information that she's withholding. And to me,
uh-huh,
when she's withholding that information, that lets me think that it's a possibility at any time she can leave. When you want to
uh-huh,
get over someone and is traumatized and is victimized as Velvet has been and how she told us she was and she claimed to be, I feel as though Velvet would have received counseling so the counselor could explain to her what she went through, wasn't her fault, help her cope and deal with how to get over being attached to a cult leader. That's the first
uh-huh,
thing you will want to do is receive therapy and help in order to free yourself from that attachment. Secondly,
uh-huh,
the things that she's been through is credible. And she's worked with this man so closely till she knows a lot of his dark secrets, even
yeah,
just
she said that.
beyond him beating her and what
Uh-huh,
he's done to the daughter, what he claimed he wants the daughter to marry true son, till he wants the
uh-huh.
kids to
Oh, yeah.
siblings to mate. Those are the type of things she could report to the police. And until Velvet,
Yeah,
instead of coming
most
on here
definitely want
daily,
to know.
crying and talking in circles to me, Velvet needs to use her knowledge and her information and help capture this satanic, twisted cult leader. And until she do that, I don't feel like she's 110% credible. And Malia, on the other hand, when you're in a relationship with somebody, and when we were young, maybe at one point in time in our life when a guy breaks up with us, that rejection is never a good feeling. When you feel rejected, you feel so low that you want to please this person. You probably want to get back in their life, show them you're the one. And she feel like I've been there for him when Velvet wasn't. I do more for him than Velvet has, and he doesn't want me. And the way he kicked her out and shamed her, it made her still want him. If she walked away on her own free will, then that's saying, okay, she's done. She had enough. It's over. However, Malia was kicked out. So that made Malia in her mind feel like, I need to get better. He claims he cares about me. I'm not sick anymore. He made all these promises to me because I didn't tell on him. So when I get better, he's going to love me. He's going to accept me. He's going to care about me. And she's now realizing that a dog doesn't change. He shows his true colors only a matter of time. It wasn't a full day she was there until he was back out of character, love bombing her, like Velvet said, and taking her apart, ripping her apart. He hates that he was in a situation he was in, and he blames Malia for that. And a part of me feel like he's mean to Efru is because she's a light-skinned woman that's close enough to remind him of Velvet. That's how I honestly feel. He think mixed women they gotta beat the devil out of him, the white man out of him. So that's what his problem is with her to me. And Malia feel like she was kicked out, so she want to prove herself to Nature Boy. That's why I feel like she went back. I don't feel like she was even that embarrassed from her family because they already saw her. So think about it. The embarrassing part was over with. They saw her. They knew how she smelled. They knew her sickness and everything she went through. So she didn't have a reason to feel like I'm embarrassed for them to know everything. And then they saw everything on live just like us. So I just feel like she felt like she had something to prove, and Nature Boy lured her back in with promises that he wasn't going to keep.
Yeah, but as far as Velvet goes, like you said, she knows more on Nature Boy, that you feel as though she should expose or whatever. Like as far as the daughter, trying to get her daughter to, once they grow up, to mate with what's his name son, so they can have their offsprings or whatever, and he wants to mate his kids together and all that stuff. I heard him saying that. I've heard Velvet. She said that on several videos about how narcissistic Nature Boy is and wants his kids to mate once they grow older, so he can have a bunch of retards running around, because that's exactly what they would be. But nevertheless, I understand what you're saying. But as far as, say, for example, as far as Velvet knowing more information that she should disclose, it's the same as me watching several different people tell their, I know I can't say the word, so I'm going to just say R, telling their R stories about their fathers or stepfathers or whoever doing things to them when they were younger, for example. I feel like when they tell those stories, I notice a lot of them say that the person is still alive today and well. Some of them still know where the person is. They refuse to tell that person's name on live, on or even just on their channel. They don't want to say that person's name, and they still don't want to do anything about it. Why even come out and tell your story? Why would you not sit there and tell the person who did that to you? Say their name.
Exactly.
Don't change your name, because some of them will say, "Well, I'm just going to say his name is such and such because I don't want to get nothing started." Don't even tell your story if you ain't going to tell who it is, because if you know who it is and then you know where they are, then you need to get them locked up, because they're doing this to other kids. And this is a fact. But they refuse to tell it. Don't even tell the
That's
story if
why,
you're not going to tell the whole deal.
excuse me, I'm sorry. That's why I feel like we can't trust Velvet, because at the end of the day, every time Velvet is online crying, it's from a trigger from seeing a sexual porno Nature Boy put out, or him dealing with one of the females, love bombing on them, giving them credit for something. That's when she gets upset and she says things. I don't feel like she took accountability yet or acknowledged her wrongdoing in any of this. I feel like she tried to blank out everything that she did wrong and just say stuff about Nature Boy. And it's the same stuff she been saying and talking in circles.
Yeah.
and you get offline and you heal yourself.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know because I feel like the reason why I feel like, and I could be dead wrong because I don't know. I feel like Velvet doesn't say as much for the exact same reason why people don't want to say who the person was that violated it. And then, as far as when she was being what people seem to think was the villain, and she was being very mean to those girls and acting just like Nature Boy, she was his sidekick, and I believe he forced her to do those things and forced her to act that. Because
I
if she
believe
didn't
that
do
too. I believe it.
Yeah.
He manipulated her, getting
yeah,
into it with other females, but at the same time, Velvet, Velvet only got upset and still to this day gets upset about the sexual part. She never would have brought up the abuse if Star and who was it? Star was talking to. It was Star and
Um,
two.
Neferi? Was it Natiri? Or I can't
Yeah,
say the name.
Natiri and a couple more other people that
Yeah.
were Carbonation members. They brought up that abuse. And that's when Velvet finally brought up that incident. But most of the time when Velvet is crying, she's talking about her having to have a threesome with people. But yet she
mm-hmm,
goes from Carbonation and turn around and have a threesome with Shaka and his wife. And she's the
Yeah.
initiator. And the
mm-hmm,
only reason
yeah,
I'm saying, I know she has that sexual demon in her, but in order
Yeah.
to free that, she has to get help. And if
She
you're
has to
not trying
repent.
to get help, you're not trying to change to me. So I don't find
Right.
you credible.
And
well,
actually, the thing is everybody has their own beliefs,
Yep.
and God knows I'm not trying to use this channel to force my beliefs on them. I know some
No.
people probably think that, but if you are someone that is trying to actually change and to take yourself and remove yourself from a cult or
Mm-hmm.
whatever that is, then you would be okay if you wouldn't be calling your gods. She refers to her gods as gods. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then one minute she's talking about how she's a child of God, and then Satan, but then the next sentence she's saying that her God is gods. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have one foot in and one foot out. Either
Thank you.
you're a child of God or you're not. And before any of that happens, you got to repent.
Mm-hmm.
And all of their hands are dirty.
Thank you.
Believe me. But hers are very dirty. And for her
I,
to, if she really wants to out of that, she's got to stop watching Nature Boy. She's got to remove herself
Yes.
100%. She's got to
yes,
stop talking to
I
the other
agree with that.
members.
Yep, I
And
agree with that.
because until she stops talking to the other members, it's like a drug addict, or you can't come out of jail and then go back right hanging out with the same people.
Right.
You can't come out of that cult and then keep talking to the same people, because then your
Exactly.
mind is still there. Her mind doesn't even have a chance to heal. She
Thank
can
you.
heal
Exactly.
spiritually because everything in her is
It's
still
carbonation every day,
right.
all day. From, like you said,
I'm going to mute myself.
no, go ahead. Stay. I'm sorry, but I
Oh
just
no,
want to
I'm
say,
muting myself because I want you guys to respond to that and see what you
oh,
guys think. Sorry.
yes, no, you're okay. Everything, like you said, is carbonation. How can you leave carbonation and you continuously call and hook up and meet with carbonation members? Your mind is not going to heal. You're not going to
Exactly.
process the healing process if everything around you every day we're hearing about Nature Boy. I understand she been through pain, and I don't know the pain, half of the pain that child's been through. So I
Uh-huh.
don't want to judge. I'm only
Uh-huh.
basing my assumption, my opinion, based off of what she gives us. What a person give you is what you have, the content you have to use. And Velvet has
Uh-huh.
given us over the years a back and forth struggle. I'm proud that she stayed away this long. Now it
Uh-huh.
comes the hardest part ever is denouncing Nature Boy, and not by calling him names on Bigo, not coming on there for hours crying, not getting triggered, But her taking that step and acknowledging, okay, it's not going to work. I'm not going back. I'm going to get therapy. She could be an influencer. Like I said a long time ago, Velvet could write a book. She could turn this pain into something successful, a journey for women that's healing. She could stop the cycle of this cult leader continuously abusing people, kids, and manipulating the community. She could stop all of that if she spoke up. She changed her mind frame in a different direction. But yet Velvet just wants to be ego-like. She talk about how much she's such a leader and everything like that. But what is she really leading? Besides talking to a few people that's done left Nature Boy, that hasn't completely healed, just like herself.
I know she's not going to go back because she knows what she's in for. It will not be good for her. It would not turn out well for her at all. And she knows that. She said it out of her own mouth numerous times. She has said way too much. She has done way too much at this point. She did those things last time, but she did not go in as deep as she did this very last time. And she would never be forgiven or forgotten for the things that she has said and done this far. And exactly. You would think he'd take her back. Yeah, he'd take her back, but he would brutalize her every day that she's there. And she knows that. And for that reason, even if she thought she wanted to go back, she thinks constantly as to what would happen if she did return. Therefore, I know that she won't. With those things being said alone, she will not. And she also knows she would not subject being around him and raising her daughter around them people in that kind of lifestyle and letting this man think that he's going to make her daughter with one of his other children, which is also her child sibling. She's not with that. She's not going to do that. And that's why I said I put my life on it. And I'm going to stand by what I just said. She will not return there. Now, I don't know who's going to be there.
I hope you don't proclaim that in the name of Jesus, because
right.
go back, because right now I'm at a 50-50. And I'm going to tell you why. It's the same, like Lisa, and the only reason why I'm giving 50 is because of everything Lisa just said. But Velvet's not been online. Nature Boy made a statement about him, that how he's going to raise his daughter today, and he did not shut down the rumors that it was Velvet coming back. That's why I got to put my other 50% in there. But at the same time, I'm with Lisa. I'm thinking this girl has got to know that if she goes back there, she's not going to make it out. She's not going to come out of there, just like Malia won't.
Absolutely.
I'm saying it's not her, because I'm telling you, she's going to be another one I sit and I shake over, because as much as I know Velvet's what she's done, I'm not wishing that on her, and I don't want her to go back, because she's one of the ones that cannot go back there. He's not going to be nice to her at all. Trust me. Something bad's going to happen.
Exactly. Well, I gotta say good night to you guys. Tomorrow, Sasha, I'm gonna be talking about carbonation. I would love for you.
Oh, good.
You influenced me to do it.
Good.
And I'll be back on yours tomorrow. Are you gonna be doing the same time as well?
I'm not sure, because I've been like uploading, and like after I do my screen thing with because I want to find out who's coming back. Well, I'm just going to upload that video, so I won't come back on later. But tomorrow I might go live, or I might just what time are you going to go live?
I'll go probably like around 3:30.
Oh, okay. If you do, then I'll go like later on after that.
Okay, cool, good. Then I'll come to yours. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, Ashley. And okay,
thank you so much.
And I have Ashley DMX. You guys, please go subscribe to her. You're welcome. Please subscribe to her, because her videos are really good and informative. She talks about a lot of different things. And also, thank you, Lisa, so much for coming up and joining us. It was good to talk to you. Oh my goodness. I certainly hope that you're right. If it's velvet, I'm gonna come back on here and we're gonna talk about it. But if it's not velvet, we won't. I'll just upload the video. But you guys, if you pray that it's not velvet. In the name of Jesus, that it's not velvet. I'm going to read a couple more of these comments, and then I'm going to go ahead and head off out of here. Yes, Velvet is not 100% credible, and she can't heal on social media. Plus, she never kept her court date for Nature Boy. Oh, wow. If Velvet met up with someone who is a therapist who deals with cults, her healing process would begin. I agree. I really agree. I just think that she really has to distance herself. I mean, even if she comes online and she, like, there's nothing wrong with her coming online and talking to people after she gets help. And, maybe she could help someone else. But before she does that, she's got to help herself. How can she help somebody else if she can't even help herself? I believe she can help a lot of people, but you guys, she's got to help herself, and she's got to distance herself from him, emotionally, physically, in all ways. But I don't think she's ready to do that. I think though that the longer she stays away from him, the more there could be a chance for her. Well, I speak the truth. Actually, he did say it was not Maisha. Did I say her name right? Maisha? It's not her. She's not one of them. So, but like I said, the reasons why I'm 50% yes, that's probably her. And then, my other 50% goes to Lisa, because I want to hold on to that and know, like, it just can't be her, because she knows she should know better not to go back there. But the only reason I was saying that it could be her is because of the fact that Nature Boy, he was very bold when he was talking about how he's going to raise his daughter to be, a certain type of woman. How else can he do that if she's not there with him? And then also, I don't know, guys, let's just pray it's not her. I mean, I just have a sick feeling. I hope I'm wrong. All right. Thank you so much, Lisa, for coming up and joining me. I appreciate you. I'm so happy that we got to talk. So you guys also, please go over and subscribe to Ashley DMX. And you guys will not regret it. I'm telling you, she has really good videos. I think her first live video was today, and she did really good. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I just don't like it when people bring race into it, because I'm one. I love everybody, and in God's eyes, we just, we're all the same. We're all equal in His eyes, and He loves us all the same. In heaven, there's not color, there's not black, white, purple. There's nothing. There's just souls. So with that being, I just want my channel to be about love, and also I'll be honest, I want to expose the evil side of this cult, So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. If it's Velvet, we'll be back live later. If it's not, I'll just upload the video. So you guys have a wonderful night. God bless. Take care.